Winter Soldier, and I saw a correlation between U.S. agent and post-traumatic stress disorder, being self-medicated and in the end causing a psychotic break. He was using the superhero serum as kind of a self-medication of his post-traumatic stress because he was originally in a war zone before he became Captain America, the new Captain America. And it made me think that maybe he was actually suffering from post-traumatic stress because actually when it was actually diagnosed in soldiers in World War I as shell shock. Post-traumatic stress disorder is when you have a recurring feelings of panic after an event, such as with soldiers and losing your friends in war and almost dying multiple times. So I actually think that's what caused him to have post-traumatic stress disorder. And the superhero serum is basically he's using that as a way of getting away from the pain of the trauma he felt at war. And it actually gives a little hint of it within the series. In the first episode, he starts to have losing his sense of what is the sense of reality, but also the sense of himself. That he needs his friend to basically tell him, what is the job? This is the job. This is the job being Captain America. And so it's actually, he's losing that sense of identity. And with post-traumatic stress, you can have that sense of identity lost as a sense of discoordination. And he does actually have some, due to that, he actually does have some depressive symptoms. And actually, with post-traumatic stress, not all, but they can actually go into some avenues of depression. And in the later, you actually see him being hyper-aggressive. And due to, he has to be in constant control. And he's starting to lose it. And that's where I'm starting to see the psychosis. And the psychosis starting. And he even tells his friend that, do you want some of the serum? Because actually he looks at it with hyper enthusiasm. So he is self-medicating and is addicted to it. And I could see that he's having the craving, what we call a craving, for the superhero serum because it gets him into a state of control. Like he feels that he can rationalize. And what makes him go full on psychotic break was when he loses his friend, because his friend is also basically a tool for him to regulate his self-control. And when they go into psychotic breaks, they can actually be dangerous. People can actually be dangerous. Sometimes they can be hyper, like, I need to be careful, like, I can't trust you. But they can also be hyper aggressive where they actually can hurt themselves or hurt others. So that's what made me think that U.S. agent, he possibly has post-traumatic stress disorder and is addicted to the superhero serum as a way of self-medication. Thank you. Bye. I watched Falcon and